Hello. Yes, it is finally Canada game time, so I'm watching that. My cable has been mixing things up horribly. They tell me that the Americans are playing Austria and so-and-sos are playing so-and-so, and I go and look, and all they show is the Americans playing this, and they don't show the other ones anyway, at all. Like, why? Why two games the exact same and and then on this, it was Sweden playing Czechia and Canada playing Denmark, but they had it on the opposite channels of what they had noted. So I went to what I thought was Canada Denmark and saw Sweden Czechia. Like, what? Are you not showing Canada? So I quickly switched to the other IIHF game, and there was Canada. What it says on the guide that I'm watching is Czechia at Sweden. Okay, there we go. That's what it's. Like, come on, guys, get your act together. I find that annoying. Like, what if I had this scheduled, and it wouldn't be, I don't just tape it or something. I don't know. Veronica does all that taping stuff. I don't even have anything to tape with, to record with. You paid more for Rogers. I paid more for Rogers when I had Rogers. But boy, did I ever get more. You could record things. You could watch them later on. You could schedule things. You could watch, the whole series. You could go, yes, I want to watch this series, all 8 episodes or all 12 episodes. You don't need to say that. You just say, want to watch series, want to watch. Everything would go smoothly, accurately. None of this stupid stuff. Anyway, nice to not have to pay so much. And yeah, whatever. I'm home, I can root around, search around. I have benefits, so I'm not complaining too much. I mean, I have Apple TV, I have, all those streaming channels. Yeah, I'm not complaining, not too much. I complain, of course I complain, but not a lot. It's another one of those sleepy days. All it does is nothing. It's cold, overcast, and raining. I mean, who needs that? I suppose it's somewhat good for crops, but not terribly if you don't get any sun. It's May. We're supposed to have some sun helping the crops to grow. Not so much. Anyway, it would help me to grow. I mean, Saturday, my grandson is playing in Stratford. And Stratford, I don't know if I'm pointing in the right direction ever. It means nothing to me. But he has a soccer game in Stratford, or a tournament in Stratford. And I don't think we're going because who wants to go when it's raining and not very warm? You don't take a baby out in that kind of weather, okay? So I'm going along with the people with the baby. That's the way it works. And just telling you, I don't particularly like that kind of weather myself. But I would like to go, except a baby would not like to go. So, no, I don't think we're going. Unless the weather suddenly changes on the day. And it's not not supposed to. No, it's not supposed to. So what is today? Today is Thursday. Not going anywhere, not going anywhere for my tickets, just no. I'm hoping that tomorrow it clears up a little so it's not raining, but if it's raining, well then I will head out. I have been sleeping in my splint from the day it arrived. I have gradually tightened it up. It usually gets uncomfortable by about 4 or 5, at which point I take it off and go back to bed. Then when I wake up at 6, I go to the washroom, have my drink of water, go back to bed to do my Wordle connections and solitaire, and I put the splint back on for the time that I'm still in bed. Then I take it off when I'm done all those, and it's off until I go back to bed at night. Is it working? No, not yet. But then it's a very, very slow process. And I don't know if it will work this time. I really don't. I think that the bone spur is much bigger than it was last time. It may not help at all. We'll see. Fingers crossed. Thursday. It's really Thursday. Yeah, because yesterday was Wednesday, so today is Thursday. Yep, I didn't do vacuuming today. I only do vacuuming on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. What I did do today was washed my stockings. I ordered some from the manufacturer, not from Amazon. No. I ordered 2 pair in white or lighter colored, skin colored, I think, I don't know. Neutral rather than brown or black. And we'll see how those fit compared to the prescription ones, which are supposedly which will be much more powerful. I'll see how that is. I haven't tried them yet. Thursday. With none of my regular shows being on, I'm going to start running out of things to watch. So I hope some of the things that I have scheduled that weren't around show up. I should look again. That one that I watched the first 2 seasons of last year, Surreal Estate, I haven't seen that yet. I think that was on Disney Plus or Apple, I don't know which one. I will look for it again. It wasn't there last time I looked. And I did a search. And it went, I don't know what you're talking about. I went, okay, I guess not. I will look again. What date will this begin? Not what channel is it on? What streaming service is it on? Anyway, yeah, pizza did not happen last night because there was a brain cramp that happened upstairs, and the dough absolutely, I couldn't believe what I did. I mean, I almost wrecked my starter, and she was very upset about that today when she was talking to me about it. All of a sudden yesterday afternoon, she said, oh, pizza is not happening. My dough went belly up. She made a mistake with her dough. So we may have it tomorrow. I said, well, if we're going to have it tomorrow, I will hang on to, because I just have half a pepper left and a bunch of mushrooms. So I was just going to add some, I was just going to add some turkey to that, and they usually add onions or something, and that's our pizza. If you're not going to do it, I will have the peppers tonight. She says, no, we'll do it. We'll do it tomorrow. I said, okay, I will save the peppers. I will save the peppers. Sometimes you make mistakes in pronunciation, right? It's mistakes. You just misspeak. But I watched this one guy whose name I now can't remember, but he is an older gentleman who is a pronunciation language in specialist, especially on English. He's British. And he explains why we say things the way we do, and he explains all sorts of things about it. Anyway, he said he had a survey which he had posted a while ago that it was still available to us that we could do if we wanted, because they're checking out how people say they. So I checked this survey out, and it basically was, is in this word, how you pronounce this word, is the underlined letter more like this or this? More like this or this? And you have to go yes, no, maybe, some, no. So I went through that yesterday. Took about a half an hour. Bird. Just out of, curiosity, wanted to contribute to tracking of accents throughout wherever he was surveying, which I don't know where it is because he's British, but he might survey the whole internet. I don't know. He didn't explain how many hundreds or thousands of people. Lindsay, I think is Lindsay, not Jeff Lindsay. Anyway, I did that. That was kind of kept me occupied for a little while. I like that kind of stuff. That was my problem with being in ESL. I was more interested in the language part rather than the teaching of English. I was more interested in English pronunciation than in English teaching, which doesn't really help when you're teaching immigrants English. It's like, yeah, that's not the point of it. Well, no. So, yeah. Hey, yeah, I am so glad that I'm out of it. So glad. So glad I was able to retire, and so I was glad that I was able to work as long as I did. Because I didn't know way back when I first got diagnosed, how long I would be able to function, And whatever. I'm lucky that it turned out the way that it has. And I'm glad that I was able to do it for such a long time. And I'm glad that I met so many people along the way, But I would like to start sitting outside in warm, sunny weather with no wind. And that's not what we have these days. That just isn't what we have. Well, it'll come. Just slow in getting here. Okay, I'm going to watch the game now. See ya.